Hi there. So I really wanted to film this video outdoors because I think the topic that I want to talk about is it would be nicer to film it outdoors. The mood matches the mood of the outdoors. And initially I thought I would go like downstairs in like a nice garden or something with lots of greenery. But then I realized that I would have to wear a mask still because I don't feel comfortable taking off my mask even in like a small garden because a lot of people use the garden. So instead I came to my terrace. It's 4 p.m. around 4 p.m. and the sun is like right overhead, like it's in my eyes. So I probably should have picked a better angle so that I won't be squinting all the time. But then again, I want my whole face to be lit, and I also love what's said on this wall. I just saw it and I was like, you know what, that resonates with me. Be a voice, not an echo. So I thought that this would be a nice location to film in. Let's get started with what I wanted to talk about today. So for a long time in the past few months, I've been focused on quieting down the thoughts in my brain. I've been focused on not thinking too much, practicing like forms of meditation where you got rid of all the thoughts in your mind, because doing so has been said to help with anxiety and depression and general life worry. And I did notice that it does help with anxieties and just puts you in a better mood when you're thinking less. And that had been going really well for a long time. But recently I realized that something didn't feel quite right. Something felt a little bit empty almost. And I realized there was something missing. So what I felt was I wasn't really in tune with myself. I would have trouble sleeping again, and I didn't enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. And I was really confused about why that was, because I felt like I'm trying to think less, so why am I still like feeling all of this confusion and all of this worry, right? Even when it came to practicing self-love, I think I was pretty good about that. I'd been spending a lot of quality time with myself. I listened to music a lot and like danced like nobody's watching, and that was really fun. That made me feel really happy in the moment. I would treat myself to lots of rest. If I felt like just watching a movie or binging a TV show, I would do that. I would eat what I love. I was doing all of that. I was treating myself, giving myself enough rest and everything. But still, something was missing. And I realized what it was is that I missed talking to myself. You see, I had not been doing it enough because my focus was on having a clear mind without any thoughts to pollute it. So when you have a clear mind, it's kind of difficult to talk to yourself ever. And although, clearing up your mind has a lot of benefits, like I said, sometimes doing the exact opposite of clearing my mind can also be another form of meditation. Talking to myself. So let's first define what exactly I mean by talking to myself, because I'm a student of computer science and I like defining everything that I talk about. So this definition, by the way, is a completely personal one. I came up with it when I was just reflecting on what it means for me. It's a definition that suits me really well, so that's what I'm going to use. So, according to me, talking to myself is the act of communicating between the subconscious layers of my brain and the conscious surface of my brain, kind of passing information between the two objects. Oh my frick, a big Okay, so two things just happened. Number one, an eagle flew over me like a little bit too close overhead, and I was a little scared, so I took my phone and ran. And then this iPhone did something that I've never seen any iPhone do before. It said that the temperature is so hot that the iPhone needs to cool down before it can start functioning again. But yeah, getting back to the topic that I was talking about, talking to myself. I was defining what it means to talk to yourself. So according to me, talking to myself is just communicating between the subconscious layers of my brain and the conscious layer of my brain. So I've noticed that talking to myself, when done in moderation and with clarity of thought, can help me be less confused in life. It's kind of like a form of therapy where you're the therapist and you're also the patient. Granted, you don't have an MA in psychology probably, and you don't know the human mind as professionally as a therapist does. But what you do know best is your own mind. You know your own desires and fears better than anyone else. And so talking to yourself is just being honest with yourself about those desires and fears and working with yourself to accept them. Sometimes you even find desires and fears that you didn't know you had, but talking to yourself brings them up. Sometimes you forget about the things that you actually want in life, and talking to yourself kind of helps you find those things again. So you may ask, how to talk to yourself? Well, first of all, it's something that we're all doing constantly. It's just that some of us might be a little more aware about it than some others. Hi, bird. Hi, do you want to add something to the conversation, bird? Oh, we're waiting. Oh, good point, good point. Bird made a good point. But yeah, so getting back to how to talk to yourself. It's just like having a conversation with anyone else. How do you talk to someone else? You find a quiet place to sit, hopefully with not too many distractions, preferably outside or close to a window. I've noticed that that can be really nice when you're talking to yourself. If you're outside, just make sure there's not too many people to judge you, because you are going to be talking to yourself. And so you ideally don't want people to be around for that. Unless you're doing it in your head, which is fine. Like, they won't even know you're talking to yourself. So there's always that. But yeah, and once you've found that place and you've settled down, just let the thoughts in your brain come up to the surface naturally. At some point, a thought will arise to the surface of your brain. When it comes, take that thought and let it be the sort of conversation starter, if you will, and start from that thought and just let the conversation flow. When someone else initiates a conversation with you, right, how do you move it forward? You probably ask questions, right? Or if they've mentioned about a specific situation, you share a similar experience you've had. So just do that with yourself. If you listen closely, I've noticed that you can very clearly hear the voice in your own head. And it's often a voice that leads you to a less confused place in life. Some benefits I've experienced from having regular conversations with myself are, number one, they help me write better and they improve my writing flow as well, because essentially I'm more attuned to my inner voice, and so that makes it easier for me to find out what I want to write about when I've already had a conversation with myself about that topic. I also have fewer writer's blocks than I would normally do. Similarly, I think talking to myself will improve my flow of speech, especially in YouTube videos. Because what is a YouTube video when you think about it? It's essentially you talking to yourself in front of a camera, right? So when you talk to yourself regularly, you have more practice talking to yourself off camera, so you do get better at it when you're on a camera as well. Lastly, talking to myself helps me come to solutions for the various problems in my life much more quickly and easily. And that's the main reason I think that talking to yourself is beneficial. Whether they are emotional problems or very tangible, physical, real world problems, talking to myself usually helps me figure out both ends of the spectrum. Hi, squirrel. Oh my god, it's looking directly at me. It looks like a baby squirrel. Anyway, for example, an existential problem would be like, what do I want to do in life? And like a real world problem would be like, what kind of student apartment do I want to rent for my college year next year? And talking to myself helps me figure out both those things. Although it might sound contradictory to some people, talking to myself is what keeps me sane. When we think of someone as talking to themselves, we usually think they're not mentally stable, right? But really, we all talk to ourselves on one level or another, so why not do it with intention and with purpose? If it serves as further proof, let me tell you that the idea for this video, this exact video, also came from just a session where I was talking to myself about anything and everything. I remember I was lying in bed, I couldn't sleep, and so I started talking to myself, and 5 to 10 minutes later, I thought of how much I enjoy talking to myself and how important it is for me. And then I went on my notes app and I furiously typed everything that came to my mind. And that was the script for this video. And that's what I'm reading out right now. because my mind was so primed from all the self-talking that I'd done before that my ideas flew right out of my mind and into my notes app like they were sliding on butter or something. Haha is what I've written. So now that I've learned how important it is to talk to myself once in a while, I need to learn how to control when I want to talk to myself, because as I said, when you're in bed and trying to sleep, maybe that's not the best time to talk to yourself. Or perhaps when I want to concentrate on a different task like doing my homework, I should try and control that impulse. In conclusion, overthinking is bad, but thinking is good. It sounds obvious, but everything is obvious. We just forget some things sometimes. And so this is to remind you, talk to yourself. You're not as bad as you think you are. And that is what I wanted to talk to you and to myself about today. Feels good to finally finish this video. I had to stop 3 times because the iPhone got too hot and I had to go and cool it and then come back and then set up the whole thing. And the sun is like killing me. I'm probably covered in sweat and you can see that. My face is probably red and sweaty. I hope you don't mind. But I will see you very soon for my March 2021 review video. I have not forgotten about the series and it's going to be a very fun one. You already know we have a lot of stuff to talk about that happened in March. It's going to be fun. I hope you keep that in mind. Be a voice, not an echo. Oh, and belated Happy Holi. I'm filming this on Holi. So, Happy Holi. I hope you had a safe and fun, but also safe, but also fun, but safe one. Bye.